What's going on, guys? New video. The sun is going down quick. I just finished another video. These aren't really coming out in order, so sorry about that. But our plan is black Challenger in garage, 55 Chevy on the street, gray Challenger right here. Now I want to have nothing else in there so I can open the doors. I'm going to start stripping this thing down and literally piece by piece putting on this thing. I'm going to finish this bodywork real ugly, like fog it black. I want to drive this thing. We got a couple of days off work, so I'm thinking I can accomplish a fair bit if I really jam on it. I'm going to take more out of this thing than I probably need. We'll see. I might all go back in. But the big thing is headlights, taillights, some wiring, finish the bodywork and all that. Then it'll be enough I can at least drive it a little bit, and we'll go from there. The other thing, I managed to make this thing start a little bit better, I think, fingers crossed. You guys were all giving me shit about the timing and all that. Yeah, you're probably right. I ended up taking the battery terminals all apart, and they were inside all corroded, so I just cut an inch off all of them and re-terminated all of them, and it seems like it starts a lot easier. So I think that's what we're gonna do now. Maybe I'll get Danny to hold the camera while I back this thing out. It'll move the 55, which you guys already seen at this point. It's got them fancy new wheels. To be honest with you, we haven't finished this video yet, so I'm gonna finish this video probably tomorrow on a little test drive, whatever we're gonna do, and then we're into today. So let's plan. Shuffling. Last one.
I believe in you.
How many people do you think end up shuffling cars like this on the daily?
I don't think.
These things didn't run. This one runs so bad right now.
Well, it's close enough that if we need the winch. The what pump? Fix it with fuel. Oh, were you doing that on purpose?
No. Park is optional on this thing. I'm gonna move it some more.
I don't know where the other block is.
Lock it. What's going on, guys? So it's the next day. Cars all moved around. It is windy as hell out there. But so this thing's in the garage now. You know what I want to do first? I want to knock this bodywork out. I don't want to do it. I've been kind of slacking on it, but I borrowed my old man's big DA. Just flatten her out real quick. Then I can fog it black. The other side, I'll walk on the windy side. I did it really rough. I think I still gotta do the wheel arch a little bit, but I mean, whatever. It gives the impression of a Challenger. So I'll do that, and then how much filming I'll be able to do outside might just be kind of a lot of laps or maybe inside the car, but I want to jack seats out and some of the wiring, the headlights, so I can kind of put this thing a little more together, make it look a little bit more like a car that can be driven on the road versus just some ratty project. And just being all one color will make a big difference, actually having headlights in it versus these little tin inserts. I think these are actually the factory rings. So let's drill out some of those rivets, or take the whole thing out and do it on the bench. Have headlights in it. I gotta get in the car. Most of the wiring was stripped, but I think what they did is they cut all the pigtails. I know in the trunk it still has taillights and all that in it. Oh, something just knocked over. Oh, garbage cans, they're going. So I just gotta run the wiring. And same with the headlights, run the wiring. The brake switch and all that is kind of in there, but I'll probably end up ripping some of the wiring out of that parts car. And a few people looked at it. Either I'm going to trade it off to a guy who I kind of know, or it'll go in storage and I'll deal with it later, because it's a buildable car. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we'll get the laps going on some quarter panel sanding, which is going to be hilarious, because I don't want to fix up here for whatever reason my small brain has decided. So I'm only going to do it down there. So I'll do that real quick, and I gotta finish the rocker, which I think I literally put one coat of filler on and then sanded that much and then stopped. So we'll finish that up, give her a coat or two of trem clad, quick and easy, and it'll be a car. Well, more of a car, less obtrusive looking car. Well, I'm an idiot. I turned the lapse camera off because I went to go pull those seats out, and then I forgot to turn that camera back on, and I finished all the bodywork. So it's all done in like 120. What I was going to do is mask this body line on the black side, give it a couple, just whatever, of lengths of tape. I got some more high build primer that I did that car in. I was going to just fog everything from the rocker, middle of the door, back down, give it a couple of coats of primer, let that set up, scuff it again like 220. I mean, we're not going for perfection here, boys. We're just trying to make it look less derelict in the driveway. Once I do that, I'll peel the tape off, and then I'll paint it all black, and then I'll just kind of feather up in here a little bit of black. Actually, I did that with some primer or something, maybe some of it, I don't know. So I'll do that, let it kind of do its thing, let it harden up, and then, I don't know, scuff it, distress it, hit it with a hammer. I don't know what I'll do. But then it'll just be, the car will be all together. So that's what we're gonna do. I will turn the camera on this time, mask it, fog it, let it sit. It is crazy windy out. Been out there picking up branches left and right. It's actually a pain, it's blowing the doors open on the Challenger, but seats came out good. So I should be able to just plop them in here. I assume the bolt holes will be the same. There's studs going through. This thing's got good carpet in it, so there's no issues. I gotta clean all the gasket kit and all that junk out. So I can do that. I'm gonna take the panels and everything. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. You guys have given me lots of advice. I ordered a GPS Speedo. Whether or not I use it in this or just put it on the shelf, I don't know. But I will be taking everything out just to have. I don't think I'll use the center console, but again, I want to have it just in case. I want to keep this thing as race car as I can for the street, but I don't know. I'd rather have the parts and not need them than want the parts and not have them, you know what I mean? So we'll turn the other camera on, we'll get masking and painting, and I'm probably going to take a break for a little bit. So there we go. I'm gonna leave it there for today. It looks terrible, but it's all black and it's all tacky and stuff, and up here you can see it's all kind of speckled. So what I'm gonna do, done it many times before, and actually one of you guys, Bill, sent me a pile of these scrub pads. So what I'll do is once it hardens up, I'll just kind of scuff it up. I don't know if I did that side or not. I don't think I did. Scuff it up a little bit, it'll kind of take the shine off, but it won't leave any real scratches in it. Just dull it out, and yeah, it'll kind of look like the rest of the car. Beat up and dull. But, ugh, I just want to be done with the bodywork stuff because it was ugly. You know, I'll probably distress the lines and stuff, you know, get in here and do whatever. I mean, look at the rest of the car, right? So, we're at the end. I want to kind of mash that a little bit. The bottom was all full of rubber. I had to sand off, so fill it full of rubber again. I just got one more deck I gotta take off. Guess I got lazy and didn't, but take that one off and carry on. I got seats out of the other car, like I said. I don't know if I'll be back out tonight or not. I gotta work outside, but probably started taking the front lights assembly out of this one so I know what I'm looking for. Like to put the headlights in. They said the taillights are already there. I gotta go through this car. I haven't done much on the inside and see what is there for wiring. I'm hoping the guy didn't destroy everything. I know there was some pigtails and stuff like that when I was looking, but I think it's pretty minimal. Yeah. Well, it's all chopped up there if you see under the steering column, so all the stuff there. There is no turn signal switch, or at least something's missing, so needs a little bit of love, but we'll get there piece by piece. So I'll probably be back, take a seat out, take all the junk out, see what's in there, and yeah. But I think that's it for me tonight. maybe you'll see me later, otherwise tomorrow for sure. See you guys later. What's going on, guys? It's actually been a couple of days since I kind of been out in the garage. Just haven't been feeling it lately, but I did do a little mess around on this thing, just kind of here and there. So where I left it, the quarter was black, which it still is, but I kind of scuffed it up and weathered a little bit, just so it doesn't look quite so nice, because the rest of the car looks like shit. The other thing I did, I was in the car. It's cold. I just got the door down and the heater on. I'm a wuss. I finished with this roll bar. Had this kind of goofy thing sticking out. There was that, but it had some ends of the pipe or whatever of the bar. So I cut that out, kind of got it cleaned up. The other thing I was doing was checking for wiring. So actually, it's not too bad. Where light would be, but this here looks like it's the connector to the rear tail light, so it's all still there, which is good. Like I said, all the wiring for the ignition and the signals has all been chopped out, but the connector's underneath. And it's got a brake light switch. It's got all the stuff kind of there. They put a fuse block in the car. I did order a GPS speedo. I don't know if I told you guys that, so I think I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to gut the other car. I want to keep all the parts, but in my mind, I've determined I think I want to keep this thing more race car than street car, because that's what it was. I like that. I just feel like by the time you got this car and put it back to a street car, it just, I don't know, it's not worth it. So I'm going to keep the center console and all that. I'll put just regular seats, like these seats. I'm just going to put those in just because it'll be easy. Proper seats. I'm fighting out the door bar. I hate them, but I know it gives this thing a lot of strength, so I might leave it in for the time being. Clean that up. Put the basics for wiring in. Put in a headlight switch. Do the turn signal switch. Get that working. And you know, really, what else do you need? Headlights, brake lights, turn signals. And be done with it. I'm going to take all the heater controls and all that stuff out of the other car, and I'll have it. Same with the wipers, all that. We have a rule here, it's fair weather, so as long as the weather isn't bad, you can drive a car without wipers, without a defrost and all that, as long as it's not raining or anything like that. So, let's be honest, I don't think I'm taking this car out in the rain. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to, I don't know, give her on that. I'm going to take the headlights apart on this thing, see what it's like, clean all the junk out of the inside of this, because I haven't done that yet. Yeah, start putting it back together, and I mean, a little bit of wiring, I should be able to drive it. I bought a distributor, it was the wrong one, so I gotta go return that. But we're getting near the end of the season here. I want to put some miles on this thing. I want to drive it a little bit. So, I don't know. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up today. It's cold out. I brought my jacket. I might screw around out in the other car in the driveway and get some of its junk out. But probably make a list and start tackling it one thing at a time. Well, so the last couple hours out in the driveway, I haven't really been doing a lot of filming because, well, mostly because I've been frustrated. Just, I've never taken a Dodge apart before, which actually isn't terrible, but... So this is the wiring harness. That's the block that goes under the hood. I left the cluster all together, so that's all that. This is all miscellaneous stuff. Flasher. There was the headlight switch. That's all this and everything, I believe. So I kept this panel here. So that's your headlights, the dimmer's on its own thing, and then wipers. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I might just kind of screw this into the existing one just so I have headlights again, because I'm not too concerned. This is a nice car. I mean, I don't know if they all had this or not, but it had temperature and alternator charging, so that's kind of cool. No tack on this one, but it had the mileage and all that, which I want to keep. I took the center console out. That was pretty simple, and it's got the shifter. It's actually quite a crazy setup here. So I guess this has like that ratcheting setup. Looks like there's a broken spring. This thing was so rusty, and there's so much insulation and rat turds. I had to vacuum out. I've been cleaning up as I go, but it's just, ugh, it's a messy, ugly job. So I know it looks like shit because it is, But I'm going to take all that out under the hood. You know, I'm taking more of this car than I thought I was going to. So we'll see how that goes with the old resale. So all these connectors here, I can pull one out maybe. But these all went in there, so that's all. And now it goes straight to the wipers, stuff like that, which I'm all going to take. So there's going to be a lot of screwing around with that stuff as well. I've probably got another day or so of just pulling the wiring out. And then with the interior, I'm just going to take it out. I'm going to put it in the basement just because I want to keep it for myself, because I'm selfish like that. And the door panel, same thing. I take everything, leave the glass and whatnot in there and the regulators, but handles and all those extra things that I don't have on my car. But yeah, so that's where we're going. I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. I think I've got kind of lots of footage of screwing around and doing more body work than I thought I was going to do. So we're going to leave it there. I'll probably do a little bit more wiring. And then I got to pull the bumpers off, some stuff like that, because this thing has it's actually the bumpers are the same, but the brackets are different. It's freezing cold out. It's supposed to be nice for the next couple of days, so maybe I'll be in the driveway doing a little bit of lapsing or something like that. We can start taking that all apart. This car was real rusty underneath and stuff, and just smelled like rat pee. I'm not gonna lie, that turns you off. So I'm gonna take that stuff out. I'll probably just toss it all in the garage for now and be done with it. Put this video up, and I'm going to kind of carry on. So day in the life, it's kind of funny to stop here because I'm not really finishing anything, but stripping a car is lame. But to get the wiring harness out, the other one should be able to lay in there, and because all I'm putting in there, lights, turn signals, brake lights, and that's it. So all the HVAC and all that stuff that I'm going to have, I'm really not going to use. But it's a race car, right? They don't need that crap. Hit that subscribe button, tell your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video.